Hi guys, happy Saturday. I've just taken a quick break from painting the kitchen to film this video real quick. Oh God, at the moment I'm just painting the kitchen tiles white and I'm at that point of no return. So I kind of regret it a little bit, but I think it's going to work out okay. But you know, when you've done it, and it's the same when you're painting anything actually, the first coat just looks really bad and then the more you put on the better it looks, but because it's quite a drastic change, we've gone from black to white, I'm just feeling a little bit like, oh, there's no turning back now. But I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. I'm just going for a bit of spring cleaning at the minute. It's that time of year, isn't it, where you want to get everything sorted, like all the decorating done, all the tidying and organising done, so that in the summer we can just really enjoy it. And probably like in the summer we tend to do more things in the garden. And I think also I'm feeling like now that the restrictions are starting to ease, I don't want to be in a position where I want to be doing stuff but then there's stuff to do in the house. I really want to enjoy life now, so if we get any freedom I want to be able to go out and do things, obviously within reason and sensibly. And we're at very early days at the minute, so here in the UK on Monday we're just starting to see some of that, some of those restrictions easing. So the kids are going back to school, and do you know what, they're so excited for going back to school. Actually, if I'm honest, selfishly, I'm really happy as well. It's just really difficult, I think, when you're trying to work and not to suffer from mum guilt, because obviously you get paid to do a job, don't you? So like you want to do really good, and then I feel really bad if the kids are like, oh, mum, right, 1 minute. Because obviously my focus is get their schoolwork done, get my work done. Anything in between, I'm just like, oh, 1 minute. And I just really can't wait to be more efficient at work, so that when the kids are there we can just really have good time together and not stress about all the stuff we've got to get done. So yeah, I'm feeling quite hopeful for the restrictions easing, and I'm feeling very springy. I've just ordered some roses so I can make like a garland for outside the house and stuff. I don't know if you watched my garland video, I'll stick a link up actually, that I made at Christmas. I want to make like a spring garland now. So I've just bought like some nice leaves and roses to kind of put together and make a really like spring summer one. I want to also make probably a wreath for the door and wrap some around like my garden chairs and things. I'll definitely be sharing that on a future video. This year we've got some really exciting stuff happening. Carl turns 40, lots of my friends turn 40. I turned 40 last year, and again, if you didn't see the video of my 40th birthday, I'll stick it up here in the link. It was, if I'm honest, a lockdown birthday, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but it was amazing. I had such a great day, so I just hope that I can try and give Carl a little bit of that back if I can. But also we're celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary. So we got married in Mexico. We chose to get married abroad actually, firstly because me and Carl just love beaches, we're just like beach crazy, but also I'm from Kent and Carl is from Hull in Yorkshire, where we both live now. And I think just the logistics of it all, like who would we invite, how would they get there, we'd have to think about asking people to either come all the way up here or all the way down there. So we were just like, do you know what, let's just have a small, I'm not like a huge fuss person when it comes to weddings anyway. I've never really like dreamed of getting married. So we just said, oh, let's just have a really nice intimate wedding overseas. So we went and got married in Mexico just with like our close family and friends, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was really, really nice actually. And the day was just all about love, which is exactly as it should be. The focus wasn't really on anything else, nothing materialistic. It was so basic. I hardly planned anything, mainly because I'm colourblind. So I just left Carl to like, pick colours and stuff. And it was just really cute. I liked it. So while we're on the subject of our wedding, I recently did a poll in my Instagram stories and other social media, and I asked people if they thought it was true or false that our first wedding was cancelled because I danced with another man. And I've had loads of support from people just like, no, that can't be true, definitely not. And people have so much faith in me, honestly. But I know that they're probably watching this video now and they're like, Charlene, get on with it, we've only tuned in for this. But I can now reveal it is actually true. Our first wedding was cancelled, and it was because I was dancing with another man the night before our wedding. I'll tell you the story now. So as I've already said, we got married in Mexico, and we had like I had a hen do in the UK, a big crazy party with my friends, and Carl also had his stag do here because we wanted to obviously not take any risks and have parties out in Mexico in case anything happened to us, or like, you know what guys are like, they strap people to lampposts and things. So we just really wanted to make sure that we got all of that out of our system in the UK, so that in Mexico we were ready for the wedding. But we did have like small local celebrations. So the guys had like a little guys night, and then we had like a girls night, and the girls night ended up being the night before the wedding, because I'm not really like a huge drinker, so I thought I'm not gonna have a headache or anything, we'll just go out, watch a show, have a little dance. And that's exactly what we did. We watched like the show at the hotel, and then we ended up at the resort nightclub, which is not unusual because I love dancing. I mean, anyone who follows my channel will know that I do a dance every Wednesday, so I just love dancing. I'm not very good at it, but I just like it. So we ended up at this nightclub just so that I could have a boogie, and it was quite busy because it was Mexico, it was summer, so there were a lot of Americans out there on holiday, especially like your younger generations who were out there partying and able to drink and stuff. So it was really, really busy actually. Anyone who went out in the 90s or the early 2000s will know that it is almost traditional to have a mega mix on at the end of the night, whether it be Grease, Dirty Dancing, but it's just like one of those things. And it was so random because the Dirty Dancing mega mix came on. I was like, no way, we're in Mexico, it's the end of the night and the Dirty Dancing anthems have come on. We were like, get in there. We loved it. So we were dancing, and bear in mind I was with like my best friends, I was with my mum, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my sisters. It was like family, so it was aunties. So we were all like, yay, Dirty Dancing is on. And then all of a sudden I got pushed into this like group of American guys, and one of them like did the Dirty Dancing lift on me, and I was just like, wow, that was amazing. And I wasn't content on just doing it once. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that properly, because I wasn't even like expecting that one. So I was like, right, let's do that again. And so I thought, I'm going to do that, the run, you know, everything. I'm going to do it properly, just like I'm in the movie, and I'm going to live that moment. There's 2 rules actually that I should have followed. So the first rule is don't go out the night before your wedding, and the second rule, don't drink on the dance floor. So I go and take this big running jump up to this huge American football person who was going to give me the lift of a lifetime and just let me live that moment in my final single day. And then I slipped, ordered some drink on the dance floor, and I didn't just slip, I was thrown into the air like a rag doll, like literally. I looked down, like it was in slow motion. I felt like I could see everything around me, and I should drop straight onto my lower back. And I just couldn't move. Honestly, like I was just laid on the floor, and all I could hear was everyone around me like, Charlene, get up, get up. And I was like, crap, Carl's gonna go crazy at me, I need to get up. So I managed to get myself up, and I just knew that, Tazzy, it's my cat. So I managed to get myself up, but I was like, no, I'm only going to be able to do this for a few minutes. So we go outside and we're waiting for like the buggy. Like anyone who's been to like an all-inclusive resort will know, you know, like the golf buggies that they take you around on. We were waiting for them to give us a lift back to our rooms. And I just stood there and I was like, oh, please come now. Please come now. Anyway, it came. I got sat down and I just felt like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get back up from here. Somehow I managed to get back to the room, and I got into bed. And I just had to tell Carl that poor Carl was asleep. Eva was asleep in the travel cot. And I just looked down and I thought, oh my God, I'm getting married tomorrow and I can't even hardly move. So I wake Carl up and told him what happened. And he was like, right, it's okay. We'll see how you are in the morning. All we want is for you to be okay. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I get up in the morning and I couldn't even lean over to get Eva out of her travel cot. I felt like I was paralysed, and I was like, panicking. I couldn't move at all, couldn't roll over, and I was like, oh please. I was doing everything just to get my leg up. I was in so much pain, I was like crying, and then it's like, Carl was amazing. Like, he obviously wasn't happy. Like, who is happy about their wife or wife to be going out the night before the wedding and just completely ruining everything? He's like, don't worry, I'll sort it. He goes out, he gets the doctor comes to see me. And the doctor just basically said that the way that I'd landed was just like a really bad position on my coccyx, or like my lower back, And he just kind of said, look, the only way you're getting down the aisle today is in a wheelchair. I was like, oh, you are kidding me. And he was like, it's not like long term, but it's going to be really, really badly bruised and swollen. And he said, you're going to find it impossible to walk right now. And I was just like, oh God, this cannot be happening. Like, our guests, our friends and family were due to be going home in a matter of days, because you have to like be in the country for a certain amount of time before you can get married. So I think we had to be there for at least a week before we could get married. And it was like, especially one group of my friends who were going to go home like in about 4 days. I was like, my God, they've come all the way to Mexico to see me get married, and the wedding can't even go ahead. So by some miracle, Carl managed to go out, rearrange the wedding for like a Saturday, like in a few days, literally the day before some of our friends were leaving. So really, it was just all down to me, just being able to get myself together to walk down there. And honestly, I was just like, I wouldn't sit down. It's like, I need to move. And everyone was like, you need to rest. And for the first time, like in my whole entire life, I literally just stayed in the room all day. I had like some Nurofen. I was just relaxing, and like just trying to pop a little bit to the toilet and stuff. And I got myself sorted. And do you know what? The weather was atrocious. It was tipping down with rain. I mean, it was rainy season, but it was like the first bad day's weather we'd had there. I just remember thinking like, God, if my wedding was today, I would have been absolutely mortified. Anyway, Saturday comes along. By then I was in perfect nick again, able to walk. It was bright sunshine, and we had like the most incredible magical wedding I could ever have wished for. Carl still married me after all of the palaver, and it was just great. So I'll share a few of the wedding pictures with you so you can just take a look and just see how that day actually turned out to be.
I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push all the limits with you right now. So watch your feelings, the city's screaming, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. People talk and tell what you wanna hear now, but they all disappear, they will let you down. So we better stick together, let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love. I need only you here with me.
So moral of the story is, don't go out the night before your wedding, don't drink on the dance floor, and certainly don't do dirty dancing run-ups to strange men the night before your wedding, because anything can happen, literally. I'm just so happy that Carl still married me, and we are really looking forward to celebrating our 10 years this year. I hope we can get to Mexico. Like, the plan was that we were going to go back to Mexico to celebrate 10 years. But obviously with all of the restrictions in place now, we just really don't know what that's going to look like. But I just hope that it was meant to be, and that we get there with the kids for our 10th anniversary and just relive those beautiful moments. So that's it for me today. If you're new around here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now that the kids are back to school, I'll be posting every Wednesday and Sunday, and I usually focus on content around honest parenting, of course, the highs and lows of being a working mum. But I also do lots of hauls, home improvement, fashion, so loads of really funky stuff. If you like a bargain, if you like to know where to go and what to do with kids, tune in and catch me next time. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, bye!